All right, we're live. I just noticed that. It's All American Prepper coming at you from the bunker. Sorry about that. 30 seconds of silence. I did not realize we were live. Yep, having a rough day, guys. But, that's what this topic is about, is preparing for a changing world. Things are always changing. Your situation, the world itself, always changing. And you need to prepare for your situations to change. So that's a lot of what I'm going to talk about and try to give you a heads up. Like, for instance, my dad 3 tours in Vietnam and got overexposed to a chemical called the Agent Orange, and now is got cancer from it, and it's taken him out. And he's been fighting this battle for a very long time, but he's finally giving up. So, and that's going to completely change my world. Also, because now I'm going to be an orphan. But I knew this was happening. I knew this was going to happen. And so I've been preparing for it. And everyone needs to prepare for change. That's really important. For instance, just look at the price of groceries, okay? It's completely out of hand. The price of groceries are completely out of hand. So what do you do about that? Well, you prepare for it, because in my opinion, it's just going to get worse. It's going to get worse before it gets worse. And, not to mention this election that's coming up, if it happens, there's going to be probably a lot of violence connected to that. Also, it is starting to become more people are starting to become aware of it. I'm noticing it on other prepper channels now that I just happen to be ahead of it because I know people, because I used to do certain kind of work that allows me to privilege information. But there's certain groups out there that their goal is to take down our power grid, and they're trying to take down the East Coast power grid the most. That's because they know that will inflict the most damage financially. I mean, just it'll wreak havoc if they can take down the grid. People that rely on anything electric, and when the grid's took down, well, most people aren't ready for that. I am. And if you follow me in this channel, you will be ready for it also. Such as, I'll give you a little background here for anyone that's new. I'm a survivalist. I'm a prepper. I used to be a contractor. Now I'm just a bouncer. Okay, at the biggest strip club in Hillsborough County. Head of security there. So, man, oh man, do I got some stories, and I have seen it. And I know how to defend myself, and I'm also doing that on the side of the channel. I'm teaching people how to be a tactical athlete. You become a channel member, and I'm putting for channel members only. It's only a couple of bucks a month. How to become a tactical athlete. Not to... Sure, you'll bulk up, and get muscled up, but that's just a side effect. We're not worried about that as far as being strong, being able to retain your weapon. Hey, Double Dwayne Prepper. I've just I'm in a better place. I've just accepted. I've talked to Dad, and I've just accepted reality, and it is what it is. So, he's the girls are going to take him to the doctor, and just to do whatever the doctor can do to make him more comfortable while he transitions and he moves on and joins my mother. And he's really ready to. I never thought that I would see the man just be like, he's just always a fighter. So to see him go, you know what, I'm just tired of this and I'm ready to be with your mom, and just I get it. He's had a rough life, 3 tours in Vietnam. He's seen a lot of stuff. And he's a good man, because the first time he was drafted, then the second time he re-enlisted because he did not want to leave his men in Vietnam without him there to protect and defend them. That's just the kind of guy my dad is. Now, is he mean and hard and strong and tough? Well, yep. But under all that, there's a good man in there. Thank you, Devil Dwayne Prepper. Thank you so much. So, and I've just got to learn to roll with the tide, so to speak. So, one of my advices I'm going to give people is, I'm going to give a lot of advice here in a short amount of time, because I'm not going to be up all night, and I want to just give some people some life-saving advice. And one thing is, just look at the price of groceries. So you need to learn how to grow your own food if you have somewhere to grow it. And just because you got a whole bunch of seeds and you're like, well, when doomsday happens, I'm going to grow my own food. It doesn't work like that. I was raised a farm boy. My dad taught me how to farm, and so did my grandpa. And farming is an art. Farming is an art. Yeah, everyone, please hit the like button. I'm giving out some life-saving information here, because the future is very uncertain. And I want to prepare everyone for this very uncertain future. So everyone, please join the channel. Join in. I'll try to answer your questions the best I can. And if I miss your question, just, keep putting it up there, and eventually I'll see it and get to it. But, for instance, you need to learn how to grow food now. Growing food is an art. There's an art to it. You don't just stick a seed in the ground and, well, it may grow, it may not, but there's an art behind it. Certain seeds need to be planted at certain depths, and they need to be planted certain times of the year, And gardening, yeah, like Devil Dwayne Prepper said, gardening is my thing, And there's something empowering knowing that you and you alone, without the system, without going to the grocery store and buying these questionable foods, because only God knows what they're putting in this stuff. It seems like everything lately is more, I know it's not a proper term, it's unhealthier. It's just this industrial food isn't very healthy for you. The pesticides, the chemical fertilizers, just the being handled by so many different hands. being transported all over the world. It's and questionable methods, such as, for instance, a lot of these farmers, they can't grow without chemical fertilizer, and the reason why is because the land is just burned out. It has been grown crops on it for so long, there's literally no nutrition in that land. So they have to put chemical fertilizer in there. I hope the cost of energy does get lowered, because the cost of energy is completely out of control. That's another thing I'm going to talk about. The cost of everything right now, the cost of living, is out of control. I mean, normally, I got special circumstances going on, but as in everything in life, yeah, that's exactly what it is, Haley. It's monopoly, imperialist capitalism. So, normally I work as a bouncer, 12-hour shifts, 6 nights a week. And I learned to steel-toe boots because I have literally had to fight for my life working as a bouncer. Yeah, get your bunker while you can. Yes, that's something else I want to. Okay, first, get your steel-toe boots, man. Because they are work boots, and working as a bouncer, steel-toe boots is like brass knuckles for your feet. In a self-defense situation, being a tactical athlete, you learn to use what's around you, and a good pair of steel-toe boots, a real hard kick to the shin will definitely deter somebody and make them think differently and stop them for what if they plan on doing you harm. So this channel does not promote violence. Nope, we don't promote violence. But what we do is we want you to be able to defend yourself, because the world is changing and it's getting dangerous. And in America especially, we've been so sheltered in America compared to these other countries. Kick to the shin is epic. Yep. Also is grappling. Yep. A lot of fights turn into grappling. That's facts. So you need to be, if you're talking about a fight, you need to be well-rounded. You need to be able to kick. You need to be able to punch. Let's see. Carry you, like I said, I got on the side, if you join the channel, I'm going to train you how to be a tactical athlete. And I am qualified to do that, I promise you. So, for instance, part of being a tactical athlete is you carry EDC, which means your everyday carry. There are certain things that you carry with you every day. And something as simple as a tactical flashlight can mean the difference between winning or losing a fight. And, losing some fights could be losing everything, because some people are out to totally destroy you. So if you're pumping gas or you're walking out of Walmart, go to my community. And my sheriff, I was literally walking up to a convenience store and a guy tried to rob me because he saw this gray. He was a young, big, strong guy, and he underestimated me, and it ended badly for him. Okay? I carry one in each pocket. Tactical flashlight. Now, the battery's getting low on this, and I did that for a reason, because if this had fresh batteries, it would fry my camera. And then I couldn't do videos. But I'll have one in each hand, and I'll turn them on and shine the bad guy or bad guys in the eyes. And I learned this working as a bouncer, because I was a contractor from 19, well, did you say 19? I was really close. From 19 to 38 years old, I did contract work and not building houses. Basically personal, security work. I've always did security work. Yeah, absolutely. 20,000 luminas is being called optimistic. I hear you on that. So, such as this light right here, I bought it at Walmart. It's a Bushnell. And this particular one is 400 luminous. Runs off batteries. Now, if you've been following the channel, I had to take time off work. It's another story, but I will be going back to work soon. And when I do go back to work and I start making that money again, now Bushnell makes a rechargeable light that's identical to this, just a little bit bigger, but instead of 400 lumina, it's 1,000 lumina. And you see the tip of that is, you can really inflict some pain with this light. And it's good to have a flashlight, all the way. You could just drop your keys, man. Oh shit, I dropped my keys. You could come home and something don't feel right. Something's been moved. Something just ain't right. Well, you can shine your light up and around your yard, shine it up around the vehicles, before you get out of your car or your vehicle. If someone approaches you, first off, you tell them stay back. Use your verbal commands and be loud. Do not be shy, as if your life depends on it. And if you're, the best way to win a fight is to not get into one. I call that using verbal judo. Okay, but you cannot conquer an irrational person with rationality. It does not work. So you may have to defend yourself. And it really helps. Yeah, conflict resolution. Yes. Conflict resolution I call verbal judo. Same thing. But, it's just easy for me to remember verbal judo, because I'm just old redneck. What can I say? But with a tactical flashlight, just shine it in their eyes, and it's called a hammer fist. And if you hammer fists with these beveled edges, with this is made out of metal. This is very strong metal. And hammer fist is a really good way to get somebody off of you and to change their mind, as in, well, I thought this was going to be an easy target, but no, this tiger got claws. So even being a female, or not just female, because I know some females, I train MMA, that them women can hit hard. But even not being a trained fighter, just something like a hammer fist, okay? With these right here, hammer fisting with bad intentions, get off of me, can really get somebody off of you. So you shine them in their eyes, they can't see anything. And then if they continue coming at you and you're backed up against a car, you have no escape route, or your family is there, so you can't run and leave your family there undefended, well, then you must defend yourself. And this hammer fist, and that'll get them off of you. And some good hammer fists, I'm talking, man, they're going to end up in a serious, very injured situation to where they're going to have to get medical attention. And when they have to seek medical attention, being that they tried imposing their will upon you, doing evil, well, then they're going to get charged, and hopefully some justice, will be put on them, and to stop it, because if they do it to you and get away with it, they're going to do it to someone else. And so just a good pair of steel-toe boots and a good swift kick to the shin and shine this in their eyes and some hammer fists, that works, okay? Because I know what a lot of people's thinking, man, I'll just take out my 2A and deal with it. Well, taking out that 2A, that's taking it to a whole nother level. And living with that is not as easy as you think. No, not military, just I did stuff like that, but no, just a contractor. Just, you can check out my channel. Did a lot of bodyguard work, like for Jeff Gordon, a lot of bodyguard work. Been to a lot of countries, just doing security stuff, man. And, but then I got remarried, and my wife's like, no, you're not doing that. You're staying in America. And so now I'm head of security at the biggest strip club in Tampa, in Hillsborough County. So I know what I'm talking about. I am qualified because I deal with some very tense situations all the time. And just something as simple as a tactical flashlight bought at Walmart, and just knowing, just like an ape, just like an ape, like you're beating on a door, you're going in, boom, 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 beating on a door, let me in. Same movement, but with this here tough ridges and this piece of steel, and you got that G.I. Joe grip, because that's one of the things I train you about being a tactical athlete is weapon retention, being really a strong grip, having that muscle right there and all. We do a lot of hand exercises to have strong hands. I call it the G.I. Joe grip. That way you can retain your weapon. Nobody can take it from you, and you can hold on to it. And it's something just as simple as just like you're beating on a door. Let me in. But instead it's get off of me. And that'll buy you some precious time. And that'll get them off of you. That could potentially save you and your family from being in a real bad situation. Now, Because if you, and you may have to, now, and I teach it, I'm an edge weapon specialist. I got a whole playlist on knife self-defense. And it's based on boxing. Because, again, look at my channel. You can see, when I was younger, I was a Golden Gloves boxer. It's all there. I have the pictures. It's all there. All the proof is on my channel. So, I figured that I would base my knife defense system on boxing. So if you can box, I'll show you how to defend against a knife attack. But know this though, if someone pulls a knife on you, if you can, you run. Because a knife is very hard to defend against, okay? And also, say if you're at a gas station and someone's coming on you, trying to take your stuff, trying to take your car. Well, what if somebody's trying to carjack your car and you got your kid in the back seat, in their car seat? You can't let them take your car. Your kid's in there, man. Yeah, y'all hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. This is life-saving information, man. So, if your kid's in the car, or your wife is in the vehicle, you got to stand your ground. You can't run. You cannot let them take that vehicle. Well, you can, but that's not being a good person. There's no one going to take the vehicle with my wife or my kid in it. Nope. So, just carrying something as simple as this. Because also, okay, you got a 2A, and that's great. I'm a constitutionalist, and in the Constitution, there's that Second Amendment, okay? And you have the right to defend yourself. I mean, that's like a God-given right, Even in the wild, when the big animals are trying to eat the little animals fight back. They try to defend themselves, okay? So that's just natural to defend yourself. And if you're not experienced with that 2A, what can happen is, if you pull it out and go to work with it, a lot of these calibers will go through the bad guy, clean through them, and they can hit an innocent person just behind them, standing up. A lot of these calibers will go right through a person and take out the person behind them. In the sniper world, 1 shot, 2 hits, that's called a Quigley, okay? And that term comes from that movie that Tom Selleck played in called Quigley Down Under. And so you could shoot, you could neutralize the bad guy with your 2A, but the projectile can literally go through them and get an innocent person standing behind them. So, check your background, man, before you go, you may be better off just hammer fisting with the lights and get off of me. And then, back up. You better stay the hell away from me and, and put it in that situation. You don't want to escalate it unless you absolutely have to. Okay, it's not about if you need it, it's about looking good and having it. Okay, and you can carry in Florida, just need to be concealed and in a holster. You also need to be trained, okay? You need to be trained. Like I said, because there is a very big responsibility that comes with carrying that. For instance, you don't want to take out the bad guy and then have it go through the bad guy and get an innocent person. For instance, if the bad guy's between you and your child, you hit that bad guy, well, that 9mm is really bad about it. It'll go right through somebody and could take your child out, man. So you need to check your background before you go firing them things off. You do not want to hurt an innocent person. You don't. And, if you do, you got to live with that. And it's not as easy to live with as you think. Because I have, and it's no big secret, I have post-traumatic stress disorder. And some things are not as easy to live with as you think they are. And honestly, you may have it planned out what you're going to do, but until you're in that situation, you don't 100% know how you're going to react until you've been in that situation. Yeah, 357 will definitely go through somebody and hit something else. Absolutely. Moose Man, no, it's the thunderstorm over in Texas. Okay. Storm moving in, I may lose. Okay. All right, Moose Man. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here to moderate. You're a really good moderator, and you're a good man. I like you, buddy. I really do. But right now I'm talking about how, that 2A, if you don't check your fire, it could go through someone and get an innocent person standing behind them. And that happens more often than, well, just one time is one too many. But it happens more often than people know. So, and also, you got to have a legal reason to escalate it up to that level. So, again, get you some tactical lights. 1 is none, 2 is 1. Carry 1 in each pocket. Pull them out. Shine a light in their eyes, and you're in a defensive position. Your hands are up. Shine them in their eyes, and just get them off of you. Then, if there's no one behind them, and they're still a threat, and you need to neutralize that threat, well, you can just drop that light and go to work. If you have to. Okay. I'm a father, so I wouldn't let anybody doing crime or harm to anybody. I'll definitely help who is in danger no matter what happens. See, we need more people like that. Because nowadays, a lot of people, they're not that way. A lot of grown men, instead of defending the woman, or defending the child, or defending the elderly, or even another man, and you know this to be true, they will just take their cell phone out and just start videoing it. Like, that's not going to stop anything. So, I don't, Moose Man, that's a good one. So, yeah, I notice that a lot. People just take their phones out and start videoing. When, if a man sees a wrong and doesn't make it right, how can he call himself a man? And that's the way I was raised. Now, my dad is on his deathbed over there. And he's dying because he fought in Vietnam. and the chemical that he got exposed to, that chemical, the Agent Orange. But so he's literally dying because he defended our country. At least that's what he was told he was doing. Okay, and when he goes, I got to get off this property because this property is in the family name. So it is what it is. And I just lost my mom 6 months ago, man. So I'm really dealing with it. So what helps me deal with it is to teach people. I like to teach. I had my own MMA school until another small business, a casualty to it, because I couldn't continue to pay rent on the building when I couldn't have students come there training. And that was the longest 14 days I ever saw. So I lost that, and that hurt me, you know, because that was a dream come true, to open my own MMA school. So, you know, back to bouncing I went, you know, because I was a bouncer. Opened my own MMA school because of an MMA fought a lot of fights. Fun fact, the very first video I posted on this channel is me getting the crap beat out of me by a 2-time heavyweight world champion. The video comes in rough for the first 30 seconds, but after that it clearly shows me getting my ass kicked by a 2-time heavyweight world champion. Why? Because I couldn't carry my EDC lights and I couldn't wear my steel toe boots. So that 2-time heavyweight world champion, and I'm an average size guy, I'm 5'9". That guy looks like a giant compared to me. That's a great fight to watch. I encourage you to watch that. It's pretty cool. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, well, I have no choice. You know, someone wrote, you are a strong one, Prepper. I have no choice. You know, sometimes you're not given a choice. You know, me, I have to be. I have to be strong. You know, I mean, I'm over 50 years old. And I'm in good shape. Because I have to go toe-to-toe with young bucks almost every night. So being a Golden Gloves boxer, being a black belt in Taekwondo, doing MMA, Jiu-Jitsu, you know, all that, fighting Muay Thai, all that helped me. Eventually, here I am, you know, in my opinion, the best bouncer in Florida. So, here we are. I'm always fighting dehydration. I train so much. Gotta get me some water, so I apologize for that. But, so, tactical lights is a good thing to have. I mean, and you know, having a flashlight is a good idea. You know, you might need it to change a tire in the middle of the night. You don't know. You might drop your keys in the grass. You need a flashlight. You know, you need to sleep with one beside your bed. If you wake up in the middle of the night and the power's off and you hear some weird noise in your house, well, it's nice to be able to see what the hell's going on in there. And having a flashlight will help you. It's just common sense, you know, to have flashlights. You know, and one is none, two is one. If one don't work, well, you got two of them. And even if the light itself don't work, you can still hammer fist with it. And you may end up putting your car in a ditch and going underwater. And you may have to hammer fist that window to shatter that window to get the hell out of that car. You just never know. So, I'm a very strong advocate of carrying a flashlight. especially nowadays with the world, the chaos that's going on in the world, with all this violence, with all this stuff that's going on. You need to get ready for that. And with this inflation, I mean, just this inflation alone, you're going to have people doing things that they normally would not do. I mean, just think of it like this. You know, you're a parent and you have children at home that are hungry, and your paycheck isn't enough to cover the grocery bill. I mean, what would you do to make sure your kids got to eat? That's another reason why it's important to know how to grow a garden. And what I think is also just as, or if not more important, is knowing how to forage food in your area. 2 reasons. Your garden could get raided by someone. You know, they could ransack and take all your food out of your garden. Or a wild animal can get in it. You know, out here we got wild hogs everywhere. And they get into people's gardens and wreak havoc. Am I a doomsday prepper? Not really. Both used as a weapon and a distraction, yes. Not really a doomsday prepper. I'm just a common sense kind of guy. In Tampa, we grew our own gardens and fruits. Yeah. No, I'm not really a doomsday prepper. I just, you know, in Florida, we got these things called hurricanes, man. And they get the power go out for days. And you're going to be glad you got some flashlights. You're going to be glad you got some water put back. You're going to be glad you got some food put back. So I just prep for just anything can happen. Anything can happen. Like, you know, we got this thing going around called the bird flu. The H1N1 is the scientific name for it. But it's the bird flu. And they're taking out a lot of our chickens because of that. And because of that, now the H1N1 is, now the cows are catching it. And so if a cow tests positive for the H1N1, they exterminate the whole herd. And so I think, and this is just my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion, just like you are, but I think because of the H1N1, here in the future, we're not going to have eggs and we're not going to have chicken because of the bird flu. You know? What's my thoughts on underground bunker? Well, I think they're great. Now, in Florida, you better have some high ground or at least a water pump to pump the water out of it when it gets flooded. You know, because I literally, as of right this minute, I live in a bunker. It's a buy here, pay here shed. It's an 8x10 shed. The kind you see them selling on the side of the road. I bought it. I tied it down really good. And then I poured a concrete footer all the way around it. And then I laid a concrete block all the way around it. Then I put rebar down it and poured the blocks full of concrete. Hence, you know, not all bunkers have to be underground. And I got a lot of sandbags if I need to reinforce it. Tampa is getting expensive. Yeah, Tampa is expensive as hell. Florida is expensive, man. I've been living here for 8 years. And, you know, That's a good alternative to living, is if you have somebody to let you put one of these sheds on their property and live in it. I had this shed paid off in 2 years at $150 a month. Well, but the world is changing, and my mom passed away 6 months ago, and now my dad's passing away from the Agent Orange, and this land is in probate, which means it's still in the family's name. So when my dad goes, I gotta get the hell out of here. So I recommend everyone, while you can, get you an alternative. Could I repeat about the bunker? Oh, okay. Well, this one here is just a buy here, pay here shed. I've lived in it for 8 years. I have post-traumatic stress disorder, so I had to turn it into a bunker just to be able to sleep in it, okay? And because I can't sleep just anywhere. But I tied it down really good, like you would a trailer. Because we got hurricanes in Florida, and just right offside the road, these buildings are built to withstand 180 mile an hour winds, all right? But then I poured a concrete footer around it, and then I put concrete block all the way around it, then put rebar down each. The block comes all the way up to the roof, and then filled them full of concrete. Hence, it's a bunker. But when my dad passes, which anytime now, I got to get out of here. So it's been nice living here this way. But, all things come to an end eventually. So now I'm in the process. I just got an old raggedy pontoon boat. The pontoons are great, the frame is great, everything else is garbage. So I literally just stripped it, and I'm building it into just a tiny houseboat, because at my age, I am not getting a 30-year mortgage, and any house that's just halfway decent in Florida is $250,000. That is a very large house payment to make. Then, not to mention, with the rise of AI, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs to AI. So there's no way that I'm going to sign on no 30-year mortgage. I'm not doing it. Instead, I'm going to have something that will be paid off, and for my motors, I use trolling motors, which they run off batteries. Well, I have solar out here. Where I'm at right now, I'm completely energy independent. I produce enough solar to run a small air conditioner, a very small one, but it's enough to keep it cool in here, because this is Florida and it is hot. So I run a small air conditioner, and everything else in here, is rechargeable and runs off 12 volts. And I'm going to put that solar system, the majority of it, the panels and stuff, on the roof of my houseboat. That way they can recharge the batteries that runs the motors. That way I don't have to buy fuel. Yeah, okay. Underground bunkers are lit. It's a lot of them in Tampa and in Florida. Well, you got water though. You got, you're going to get flooded out. So you better have your sub pump pump that water out, or you're going to get flooded out. And yeah, find you a piece of land and build you a tiny house on it. That's the new American dream. Devil Dwayne Prepper, that is my new American dream. Is I want to find me the right piece of property and build me a tiny house on it and just live there till I die. That's the end game. But until I can do that, I'm just going to live in the on the houseboat. You know, it's just a little redneck houseboat. And when I do find the land, I know I can sell the houseboat. Now, I won't get a whole lot for it, but I'll get back every penny that I invested in it. Calm down, dogs. You know, I'll get back every penny I invested on it. But yeah, that's the American dream for me, is to find me a piece of property to where, because, you know, a lot of places you can't live in a tiny home. You got to find a place that you can legally live in a tiny home. But that is my American dream, is to find me some property, put me a tiny home up, and garden the rest of that land. And then, of course, you know, when hunting season comes, as of every hunting season, go to the green swamp and hunt me some deer. And here in Central Florida, where I'm at, there's wild hogs everywhere, and I got a hog dog, so I don't have to go to the store to buy groceries, so to speak. And I know I could make my own soap, but I buy my soap because I was making soap. My grandpa taught me how to do it, but I was making it, and I had to use lye, I forget what it's called, but I burnt myself up with that. So I'm not doing that no more. So I'm just going to buy my soap. And I like that Sasquatch soap. I like it. So to me, you know, buying a good bar of soap is a luxury. That's really what it's come down to. You know, but yeah, that's my American dream, is to have me some land and put a tiny home on it and just grow my own food. That's my American dream. How many batteries do you have to have for your solar setup? It's not as how many, it's what kind of batteries. You know, that's the difference. You know, because they make big batteries and they make small batteries. So it's really, you know, what kind of batteries. Because I can make almost any battery work, but it's really not cost effective. Solar still's got a long way to go to be truly efficient, okay? But I will not be held hostage with the electricity company, because you can only cycle electricity through a battery so many times, and then that battery's no good anymore. So you want to buy, you know, the proper batteries. That's the thing. And, you know, of course, the more batteries and the more solar panels you have, the better, because the more electricity you can store. Because I have an air conditioner, but by the time the morning comes, before the sun starts shining real good, I've used up all my electricity. It'll still be cool in here, but the air conditioner doesn't shut off because I used all the electricity in the batteries. So I would like to have more batteries, but the right batteries are very expensive. It's a website that you could buy land from there. I'm sure there is. I think it's awesome you're going live. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. And no, I'm not reading that, Sir Richard. Okay, what are the ones you use? Well, I'm just going to be honest. It's kind of embarrassing, okay, because I don't have a lot of money. So I literally, any battery that'll hold electricity gets hooked up to my system. I have lawnmower batteries. I have car batteries, truck batteries, heavy equipment batteries. Any battery that I can get that'll hold electricity, I will use. Because some batteries are expensive. So any battery will work, but when you get the right batteries, they'll work a lot longer. Okay? So that's why I don't show videos of my solder, because a lot of people will look at it and go, wow, I never seen such, well, one could say ingenuity. But, you know, if you want it to work bad enough, you can make it work. It comes down to having money. And I haven't been able to work in 4 months because I've been having to take care of my dad. So I am broke. And so I've had good batteries, but you can only cycle electricity so many times. And when a battery goes out, I'm like, damn. And I haven't been able to work, which my dad's time is running short. And I will be going back to work. And I will be buying the proper batteries. But until then, I just got to use what I can, man. Okay. And I do believe in the First Amendment. Let's see here. Since you're an American above... I'm trying to read. I had a heat stroke in Afghanistan, so try to bear with me. I'm sorry. Have pronunciation problems. Since you're a American above Americans, do you... Well, I'm not above anyone, man. Do you agree that the Bible is the... the heat stroke. I know what that word means, but I can't pronounce it. Structure of America. Well, the old America, the America, you know, that I grew up in, was a faith-based system. That's really all I know. I'm not a scholar. Remember, I'm just a bouncer, okay? I mean, I'm just a bouncer. I'm not above anyone. No, I'm not. I'm just a bouncer that knows how to fight. Just worked as a contractor. 2 of my kids made it to the Olympics in judo. I have accomplished some things, but I'm no better than anybody else. I'm no better than the guy standing on the corner holding a sign. No better. Okay. And someone put, remember to vote blue no matter who. Well, see, since I am a constitutionalist, the First Amendment is freedom of speech. So a lot of channels would say, you ain't putting that on my channel, and delete it. I'm not going to delete that, because I believe that you have the right to say whatever the heck you want to say. I absolutely believe that. And there's a couple things on my channel. I abide by the Constitution, and you have the right to say what you want to say. I just don't allow no disgusting talk, you know, something that's like, you know, yuck. You know, I don't allow that. But if you want to vote blue, then you vote blue. I mean, in America, you have the right to do that. And on this channel, You have the right to say whatever you want. It doesn't bother me a bit. Okay, what are your thoughts on using deep cycle marine batteries? They're better. Deep cycle marine batteries, I like them. Matter of fact, I love them. Those are really good batteries to use for solar, by the way. So, yes, those are really good batteries. And it's called pre-test stiff system. Okay, cool. Moose Man, you are so smart. And someone said, "Don't be ashamed." Oh, thank you. Now, I'm not really ashamed, I just know better than anyone else. And most men said, "We ain't voting blue." Again, there's that First Amendment. He has the right to say whatever he wants to say, and we're not voting blue. And Max Root, how am I doing? Struggling because I'm about to lose my dad, and I just lost my mom. Struggling financially because, I spent every penny I had to bury my mom. So I say this on every video. If you want to get buried, please get burial insurance. Compared to what it costs to get buried, it's not that expensive. Because that took every penny I had to get my mom buried, and it really put me in a tight situation. But my mama earned it, and she deserves it. Okay. And Valk Vasquez said, "Thank you for being humble." You're very welcome. I'm a very humble person. I've been force-fed a lot of humble pie in my life. So I'm a very humble person. And so I misspoke. My bad. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I wasn't referring to you to be better. Oh, I get it. I know what you meant, I just want to clarify that, I'm not above anyone. I have a lot of life experiences that most people do not have. And, I've literally run off my life experiences, That's what put me where I am now. A American above Americans is meant to say is that you got the true heart of the old American. Well, thank you. Now thank you very much. And I have pronunciation problems because I had a heat stroke, but VUK, VASC, VASIC, VUK, VASIC. Thank you. That's a compliment. Thank you very much. And King KUNTA. Sorry, I just can't pronounce. I'm sorry. I'm trolling, bro. Much love. Yeah, you do you. Yeah. Be careful with trolling, though, because my mods don't play. Unless you are trolling or spamming or talking nasty, we don't allow that. Yeah. And you're in Siberia? Siberian? Oh, you're Siberian? Oh, cool. That's cool. That's why my name is cryptic in all different languages. Awesome. Well, that's pretty awesome. I like that. Really, that's cool. So, we got 101 people here and only 18 likes. If y'all could, please hit the like button. It doesn't cost anything. Please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost anything. And, I have a lot of life experiences that I can teach you how to get through some very rough situations. I really can. Now, I don't know everything, I don't know everything. I'm always a student, okay? But if you check my channel out, I made this channel to help people, and it's based on survive on little or no money. Because there's a lot of people out there that's hurting. Like right now, I'm hurting big time financially. Because I had to use all my money to bury my mom. And my dad would not allow hospice to come out and take care of him. So that's all on me. I got to take care of him. And as his son, I'm going to do it. So luckily, my job is being held. So when Dad joins Mom in heaven, I will be able to go back to work. So that's a blessing. I have a job that I can go back to that will allow me to take the time off to take care of my dad. That's hard to find, and I'm very loyal to that company. I'm just a loyal guy, okay? So again, if everyone could please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, I would appreciate that. It doesn't cost anything. And my email is in the description of the channel. So if you ever have any important questions that you need to ask me, just email them to me, and I answer all the emails. Now, it may take me a couple days to get to them, but I answer all the emails, and I try to help people with what I have. Like right now, I need help. I need financial help bad. But, I do have some wisdom that I can share for free. And so any wisdom that I have that can help you, I will. Yeah, double tap the screen and it's like hitting the like button. Yeah, Terminator 1, the world is hurting. It is. It is. We are about to be in a very bad, serious situation. We're already in one. But it's going to get worse before it gets worse. And I like helping people. So if there's anything I can do to help people get through this hell on earth that's happening, just trying to buy groceries is hard. That's why I teach people how to forage and live off the land. So there's certain plants that you can learn if you live down here in the South, that you learn those plants and you will not ever go hungry because they grow everywhere all year long. So foraging will save you a lot of money on your grocery bill. Greed, deception, lies, and a perversion, especially in government and in Hollywood and the media, has put the world in the toilet. Amen, Moose Man. I absolutely agree with you on that. This world is really getting dark very fast. So get you some flashlights, because this world's getting dark. Metaphorically speaking, it really is. Yeah, how does your likes help the channel? It raises the algorithm. It puts the video out there more, so more people can see the video. And as you can see, I'm trying to help people. I need help, okay? And while I'm sitting here needing help, I'm trying to help people. like for instance, normally at this time, that's why I'm up at this hour, because normally I would be at work. Because I work 6 nights a week, 12-hour shifts. Sometimes 7 nights a week. But I can't do that right now because I got to be here to take care of my dad. Because he's dying. And it is what it is, And I'm going to have to relocate. I got a lot going on, man. So, literally, this YouTube is literally my only source of income right now. Because people won't stand up to evil like we should. Yeah? Okay. At least some people still have morals. And we as people are supposed to build people up and help strengthen them, not tear them down. Absolutely, Jeremiah. I agree with you, absolutely. And look, I do not drink alcohol. I do not do drugs or any of that. I am just exhausted. So if my speech is a little slurred, it's because I'm absolutely exhausted. And you're like, well, why don't you go to sleep? Because I can't sleep. I'm under so much stress right now, I just can't sleep. But I am exhausted. Because taking care of Dad, being a caregiver is more work than having a 12-hour, 6 nights a week job. It's more work. It really is. Because I am exhausted. I'm tired. But my PTSD just will not let me sleep. And most men said, amen, BUK. Yep, people forget how to stand up. Yes, they do. Down the ladder, Terminator, Solid Man. Cha-cha, there you are. You need to get some sleep. Good to have you here. You know what I'm going through, so I slept for maybe an hour or so. I don't even know how long, and here we are, and I'm just on here, trying to spread some wisdom and trying to help people. And Chacha, you are awesome. I don't even have the words to say how awesome you are. You're just awesome. You can't sleep either. I'm so sorry for that. Because I need to sleep. And I'm exhausted. I just got so much going on in my mind. I just cannot sleep. But yeah, messaging does help. Yeah, Cha-Cha, you're awesome. You really are. I mean, you have helped me and Little Miss Prepper out so much. You own me, I'm telling you. Whatever you just ask, and I will do. You ain't even gotta ask. I find out whatever you need done, I'm gonna do it. And I am going to get you that necklace knife. I already have it. I just got to ship it to you. Okay. Yeah, comments to the video helps. Yes. The freedom of will means more than material things in the end. Yes, it does. We prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. Yes, we do. Chacha, I'm worried about you. I'm worried about Mad Chad. I'm worried about so many people. Chacha, you're a good person. And being a good person is very burdensome. So, you help me so much that you don't need to worry about me. You know, you do so much for me that you've made my life easier. So I got this, you know. You help me so much that. And Matt said he's a grown man. He's a tough guy. He's got this. As a matter of fact, I believe he's a Marine. So he's got this. Yeah, Chacha, you are a wonderful person. You're a beautiful, wonderful, kind, caring, awesome person. You really are, Cha-Cha. So, you know, so try not to worry. Try not to worry. Everything will work itself out. Okay. I'm sorry I can't pronounce it. BUK said Jesus Christ is the last solution. No one has picked. It's rarely picked, but he is the way, the truth, and the life. I agree with that. And Angel said, God bless. Thank you, Angela. Thank you. Thank you. And Chacha, you're a rock star of a person. And Devil Drain Prepper said, I talk to Mad Shad every day. I've been to his place several times. He will be okay. You know, I didn't know. I'm going to reach out to him. I'll reach out to Mad Shad tomorrow and do a buddy check. Because me and Mad Shad, we are supposed to cage fight. You know, just a friendly little, you know, not going to hurt him. You know, but I look at him as a friend. And Chacha, I will do a friend check on him tomorrow. I promise. Tomorrow, when the sun is up, I will do a friend check on Mad Shack, because me and him are friends. And I'll make sure he's okay. And I'll talk to him for as long as he needs to talk. Yeah, I'm just that guy, you know. I mean, people like you is what makes me want to be a better person. Really, Cha-Cha, really. You know, because of people like you is what makes me want to be a better person. Cha-Cha, thank you, All-American. If he needs something, let me know. I will. I will. And if he needs something and I got it, I'll get it to him. I will. But I will let you know, Cha-Cha. I promise. I will. Cha-Cha, just make sure you email. I haven't checked my emails, Cha-Cha, but make sure, you know, I check them not as often as I should, but I will check them tomorrow. So make sure you email me so I can email you back, you know. And, but I will check on him and I'll do a buddy check and make sure he's squared away. And if he needs anything, I'll let you know, sweetie. So thank you. Alright, thank you, KAL, thank you. Yeah, if everyone could just please subscribe to the channel, stay subscribed, and I'd appreciate that. You know, I'm trying to grow the channel. If anyone could become a channel member and take the classes I'm going to be offering for channel members, which Cha-Cha, I got you, you're already in, so. But it's called being a tactical athlete. I'm going to train you for the very uncertain future that lies ahead of us. Because it's not looking good. And at least I got a flashlight. But you know, that's why you want to be a tactical athlete. Tactical flashlight. tourniquet. I will teach you how to use a tourniquet. I will teach you how to use these tack lights. I will teach you anything that I can to help you get through this very uncertain future that's coming our way. Devil Drink Prepper says, I live about 90 minutes from Mad Shad. Awesome. So we're going to make sure Mad Shad's okay, Cha-Cha. We're going to make sure. And I'll speak for myself. I will report to you how he's doing. So make sure you email me so I got your email so I can email you and let you know how he's doing. I will report to you and let you know how he's doing. But when we talk, we always have really good conversations. Yeah, not a problem, Cha-Cha. Anything for you. You own me. Anything for you, Cha-Cha. Maverick was on a team hike today talking about the future of things today. Yeah. You need to get squared away. Everyone needs to get squared away because the future is looking very treacherous and very uncertain. He's fine and doesn't need... He will say he's fine and doesn't need anything. Well, all I've been through and working as a bouncer, I'm really good about reading someone. And me and him have that kind of relationship where we will call each other out. And I will call him out and make sure that he is okay and that he has everything he needs. I promise. I will, Cha-Cha, I promise. We just have we got that manly relationship, and we're just straight up blunt force trauma with each other, and because we look at it as there's no other way to be. So I will check on him tomorrow when the sun's shining. I got you, Cha-Cha. Not a problem. That's the least I could do for you. So, I got you. You know me, though. Constantly having to stay hydrated and all this running and exercising I'm doing. But that runner's high thing, it's a real thing. When I stop running, the endorphins in my body, it's a runner's high. It's a real thing. I really get it from running. But it's so dang hot down here in Florida. Man, I'm always searching for that water. Maverick said, this government is putting the hurts on all of us. Got to stick together. You're absolutely correct, Maverick. You're absolutely correct. You're right. We got to look out for each other. Cha-Cha said, I hate to think how bad things are going to get when shift happens. It's going to get medieval, but don't worry. Look me up, Cha-Cha. I got you. That handling bad situations is really what I'm good at. That's really the only thing I'm good at. Is when things get tough, I will make sure that you got food, and because I will hunt it, fish it, gather it, forage it, grow it. I'll do what I gotta do. And you're very welcome, Cha-Cha. You're very welcome. If the insanity happened 10 years back, it wouldn't spread this fast. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. I had a heat stroke, so in Afghanistan, I can't. I was drinking Red Bull when I should have been drinking water, and I was wearing body armor in 140 degree heat, and yeah, I was being stupid. I'm amazed how much the faithful are reaching out from Seattle. Just say, see, that dang heat stroke, man, it's so hard for me to pronounce things. I apologize. I'll just say V. Vac. V. Yeah, that's not your fault. It's my fault I had the heat stroke. I should have been drinking water, but no. I was young and stupid and drinking Red Bull instead of drinking water. Okay, V. I'll say V. Awesome. Yeah, it was my fault. I should have been drinking water, but no. Me being, that's the only drug I do is caffeine. And me being a caffeine junkie, I was drinking Red Bull instead of drinking water. And dang on, have me a heat stroke. But that was all my fault. They were even telling me, you need to drink water. You need to drink water. And me being young and arrogant, I got this. And next thing you know, down I went. The heat stroke got me good. So y'all watch this heat, man. It'll get you. Make sure you stay hydrated. Don't get overheated. Yeah, I love my coffee too. Yeah. And caffeine works as a diuretic. It will actually dehydrate you. Okay. Oh, God. Here we go. JEEZUZ. Even when Trump gets back, it's going to be tough, so hold on tight. I agree with that. The merry-go-round is going to go faster. Yep. That's so correct about coffee. Yes, it is. It will dehydrate you. Caffeine, it dehydrates you. It's a diuretic. It's a diuretic. It dehydrates you. And a lot of people refuse to admit it, but caffeine is a drug. Yeah, Maverick said absolutely. So, if everyone could please subscribe to the channel, check out other videos, become a channel member, and so I can train you to be a tactical athlete. And a strong person is hard to harm. So there's that. And being a tactical athlete, I'll train you, with tactical stuff, tourniquet, tactical lights, throw these hands, elbows, headbutts, knee strikes, shin kicks, all of it. Jeremiah said, that's why I was raised up with the rule, drink a soda, drink water. I think he meant, and then drink a water. I assume. But yeah, you gotta drink that water. You need that H2O. You need that agua. Drinking nothing but Gatorade will dehydrate you. The best way to drink Gatorade to get hydrated is to mix half water, half Gatorade. But drinking just straight Gatorade, it's got too much salt in it. Soy, see, David said soy, caffeine, sugars, and sodium are not the consume as Americans do from what we purchase in the grocery store. Yeah. And Moose Man said, no racist. Here, we love all humans. Yep. We do not tolerate racism on this channel. Half my family's mixed, and I love them. My right-hand man, just holding my position right now, his name's Tiny, but he's not tiny. He's a very large man of color that I trust with my life, and I love him. So, no, we do not tolerate racism on this channel. I chew on ice cubes all day at work. Yeah, that'll help keep you cool and help keep you hydrated. Yes, it will. I'm trying to hammer some water down. Just know this. When you're drinking water, your body will only absorb so much water at one time. The rest of it will run through you. And so if you're hammering water, you can literally wash the electrolytes out of your system. So, just constantly be drinking. But don't chug-a-lug-a-lug. It'll wash the sodium and the sugar out of you, and you'll go down. No, it makes someone put, you ever smoke some trees? No, it makes me paranoid, man. Why are all the big dudes nicknamed Tiny? I don't know. But he's a big man, and his name is Tiny. That's what we call him, and he's a giant. Matter of fact, I think on my last short, it shows us just a picture of us at work, standing outside, and he's that big guy standing behind me. I think it was on my last short I posted. And I don't know why, but they sure are. But I'm gonna take a break, because Dad sleeps weird hours. His sleep pattern is so messed up. I mean, his body doesn't know if it's night or day. He is in so much pain. Man, this is tough. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. This is tough. I am so looking forward to seeing my daughter in the morning. Man. Yeah, let's get some likes up there. Yeah, Moose Man, it's easier to say Tiny than Big Mofo. Yeah. V said, do you believe in afterlife? Yes, I do. Since your dad is so weakened and your mom died, these thoughts are sure to cross you. Yes. I do believe that they will reunite in heaven. Now, it may not be right then or what, but eventually they will be together in heaven. That I believe. Devil Dwayne Prepper. I don't understand why people don't hit the like button. I don't either. you're taking the time to watch the live, so why not help the man out? I don't understand it either. I don't get it. I don't know, man. Because I'm trying to help people. I really am. I'm just trying to help people. And, they can hit the like button. Hell, I wouldn't even mind a super chat. I get all excited about them. But, hitting the like button and joining the channel, that's free. So I don't understand it either. I don't understand it either. Yeah, Cha-Cha said, Devil Dwayne, I agree. And Moose Man, I believe in God's promise in Psalms 37, 10, 11, that concades, I know I'm saying that wrong, concades with John 3:16. Yes, me too. I can see you're also a Christian. Yes, I'm a Christian. I sure am. Child of God, yes. I am a disciple of Christ, Moose Man said. So am I, sir. So am I. That's the most difficult thing to be. Yes, it is. Oh. In the modern age, I can relate to my dad is 86-year-old veteran. Wow. Well, I'd like to thank your dad for his service. My dad literally died in Vietnam and didn't even know it. That's weird after all these years later, that chemical got him. I'm getting all up in my emotions, so I'm going to have to go here in a minute. Because, yeah. So, oh, wow. Thank you, Devil Dwayne. Thank you, man. That makes... Thank you for that super chat, brother. Helping out when I can. Thank you, Devil Dwayne. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. That makes my day. It just puts a smile on my face. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for that super chat, brother. I really appreciate it. You're a great mod. And you helped me out. Thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate it so much. That just, it literally puts a smile on my face. And, it's been hard to put a smile on my face lately, dealing with all this I'm dealing with. But thank you so much for that super chat, Devil Dwayne Prepper, man. I appreciate you. And also, everyone subscribe to his channel. He's got a great channel. But thank you so much for that super chat, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone here. Cha-Cha, I love you, appreciate you. Moose Man, you're the man, bud. And thank you, Cha-Cha, for dropping his link. Y'all, everyone here, y'all subscribe to his channel. The link is right there. Cha-Cha dropped it. So, Cha-Cha put the link right there. So, and Devil Dwayne said, you're welcome, my friend. Thank you, Devil Dwayne Prepper. Thank you, buddy. And like I said, everyone, please subscribe to his channel. Please do that. It's okay. Mr. Red Flag said, hey, bro, I'm sorry I'm late. It's okay. YouTube takes 30% off the top. Do you have... Yeah, I have a PayPal and a Cash App. My wife, it's in the description. It'll be in the description of this video. It's in the descriptions of the videos, but somebody told her that. So she put that on there. Man. Got toothache. But she put that on there. She's good with that, you know. Me, I don't know how to do any of that tech stuff, but my father's not doing good at all. He called it quits today. He just set me down and told me he's done. It's that's the first time he's always fought it, but today he's like, son, I'm done. I'm ready for this cancer just to take me. I'm done. So he's done. That's why I'm so emotional right now, because my dad, he's done. He's done fighting it. He's over it. And he's just ready to go ahead, you know. He's ready to move on. He's tired of dealing with it. He's tired of being in the pain. When he told me that, it was a very emotional situation, and I immediately, oh, thank you, Mr. Red Flag. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Moose Man said it takes a moose man to handle a moose's knuckle. Chacha said, David, I post a link for All American and Ashley is his wife. Yeah. Yep, Ashley's my wife. Thank you, Chacha. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You know I appreciate you. Good grief. You're a rock star. Chacha, you are the man. I don't have the words to say how awesome you are. You are so that awesome. You have really stuck in there and helped me, and you even mod for me, and yeah, there's our PayPal right there, Chacha. Just put it up. That's it right there. Thank you so much, Chacha. I appreciate you. Maybe it's his time. You should accept that God has called your father. Yeah. Maybe I should accept it, but I'm not ready to lose my dad. I'm not ready to become no orphan, but you're right. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not ready to become an orphan, man. I just lost my mom 6 months ago. I'm just not ready to lose my dad, you know, but I know that it's not up to me. Yeah, Chacha is a true warrior. She really is. And I'm getting all caught up in my emotions, so I'm going to end this live here in a few minutes and go over there and check on Dad. Beg him to drink a glass of milk. I got my daughters coming over in the morning. Spend time with him, talk to him. Take him to the doctor. Try to get something done, you know, for him. I'm sorry I got behind on the chat. No, it's okay, V. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Real men need to say real questions. You're absolutely correct. It's fine. Who else is a prayer warrior so we can pray for him and his father? Thank you, David. Thank you. Because I need prayers, brother. I need prayers. My dad needs prayers. So thank you. I appreciate that. And Mr. Red Flag, here, maybe this will help you. My grandpa died. I was little. I didn't front me. These phones, they mess you up, I know. When I was little, the wounds will always bleed, but you have to forgive and forget. Yes. Thank you all. I'm so far behind on the chat. Prayers coming my way. Thank you, Butterfly. Remember, it will always hurt, but remember, he is better. He's in a better place. The pain will hurt us, but we will be together as a group to heal. Thank you, Mr. Red Flag. I'm in a life group. I will send a prayer out. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll try to connect them as soon as I can where I am. It's 25. I don't think the pastor will be happy if I contact them. I'm trying to read it the best I can. But so I'm about to end this. So everybody, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for just being here. And for the new people, please join the channel and check out the other videos and all. Because I know I look all sleepy and all, but I can't sleep. That's the thing, you know. And I am exhausted. I'm exhausted. I would love to be able to go to sleep, but I can't. But I'm going to wrap it up and go check on Dad. And who knows when I'll go live again, maybe tonight. And Cha-Cha, I will check on Mad Shad. When that sun comes up, I will be getting a hold of him and making sure that he's good. Thank you, V. So I'm going to wrap it up. I am going to check on Mad Shad. You're very welcome, Cha-Cha. You're very welcome. We serve the God of all comfort. I was trying to say it's 2:25. Okay, I get it. Alright, well, y'all all have a good night, all. And it's the All-American Prepper. Stay ready. Stay dangerous. Stay prayed up. And I'm going to check on my friend the Mad Shad. I may go live again. You never know. Tonight. And you just never know. I'll go check on my dad. Thank y'all all for being here. And have a blessed evening. Thank y'all all so much. And thank y'all for the super chats. Just, all I can say is just thank y'all so much. For real, man. It's wonderful having y'all to talk to. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and stay strapped. Thank you, Cha-Cha. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Mad Shad. I promise I will. Alright, with that, it's just hard for me to say bye, but alright, y'all have a blessed evening.